Hey guys, my cat wanted to help me make my video tonight. Look, say hi. No? Okay. Anyway, tonight I know it's been a while since I put a video up, so I apologize for that. Tonight I want to talk about just the effects IH can have on your life in general, on your finances, on your social life, just life in general. One thing I can tell you is having a rare disease is very expensive. Between all the tests and surgeries, in my case, um, the fact that my doctor's 4 hours away, all of it, it adds up. And it adds up fast. So, it is detrimental to your finances. With being sick has forced me to be on a fixed income, and it's just not enough sometimes. Most times, it's just not enough. Um, as far as your social life goes, kiss it goodbye. Your friends will try to make plans, and more often than not, you're gonna have to cancel on them because you don't feel good. And they'll understand for a while, but it gets to a point where they just won't invite you out at all. I can tell you, if you're on the other end of this, if you're watching this, keep inviting us to do things with you. Even if we have to cancel on you, no, it's nothing personal, but we don't know from day to day how we're going to feel. But please keep inviting us, because that shows us that you do still care and you do think about us. You want to include us, even if we can't, participate. Or, show up in your pajamas with junk food. We can binge watch Netflix, just things like that. Um, Family, I can tell you. My family has come around after they really realized the severity of this disease. At first, it was really kind of iffy with them because, they just took it as I had a headache. Take a Tylenol and get over it. But that's not the case at all. Like I said, my family they're pretty understanding now. But I know a lot of people who their families just don't get it. They think we're being drama queens, or their loved one who has this. Um, they think it's as simple as taking a Tylenol, taking a nap, and being better, and it's not. This disease is so detrimental, but you don't see it, and that's what makes it hard. We are constantly losing our vision. Our brain is literally being squished by all the fluid in our head. That's where the pressure comes from. But these are all things happening inside the body that you don't see. I have days where my vision is so blurry I can't walk across the room. Um, I have lost pretty much all of my peripheral vision, which is my side vision. So I basically have tunnel vision at this point. I have constant double vision. I can't drive anymore. In the dark, I can't see at all. So the things that the outsiders don't see that is happening to our bodies. I really wish for a day you could experience this. I don't wish this disease on anybody, but I wish the non-believers, if you will, could experience what we go through. Just for a day. Just for a day. They would understand then, what obstacles we face daily, and maybe understand that getting out of bed sometimes is a chore. I it is very hard to explain this disease to somebody who does not have it. And I can tell you right now, unless you do have it, you're not going to understand it. I mean, I get told from my husband, from my grandparents, they don't understand what they're going through. There's no possible way they can understand what I'm going through. And they can't. 2 years ago, before all this started, I wouldn't have understood this. Here's my Facebook, I'm sorry. I wouldn't have understood this. I didn't even know what this was until I finally got diagnosed. And then for about 6 months after that, I tried to brush it under the rug because I didn't want to deal with it. It wasn't until I was hospitalized the first time for this. I had 2 spinal taps within 3 days of each other. I was in the PCU, which is a step down from ICU, for 8 days. And, I got discharged, and my doctors are telling me there's nothing they can do for me, and I need to go to a bigger city. At the time it was St. Louis, that I needed to go to St. Louis to a neurosurgeon. Neurosurgeon, a brain surgeon. And that's when it finally hit me that, hey, this is serious, and I really do need to do some research on it. And so the best advice that I have for anybody out there going through this, wanting to know more, I mean, you are your best advocate. You have got to advocate for yourself. If you are being treated poorly by your healthcare provider, find another one. Get a second opinion. You have to fight for yourself, because I'm here to tell you nobody else will. Nobody else will. You might have a spouse or family or friends that are by your side, which is great because you need that support. But at the end of the day, all you have is you to fight for yourself. I spent months trying to convince anybody who would listen that the first shunt that I had was broken, that something was wrong. And like I said, it took a good 6 months to get somebody to finally listen. And then when I found my surgeon that I have now, he told me, he's like, you deserve at least one revision to see. And he got in, and when he did get in, he realized that the tip of the catheter that went into my brain was clogged and infected, and the mechanism itself on my shunt was broken. It was cracked. So, I mean, you have got to keep fighting for yourself, because doctors just want to push it on, sweep it under the rug. They don't want to deal with it because they don't know anything about it. They do not know enough about it. So, I don't want to ramble, but just my video for the night, just a little glimpse into what it's like and how it affects, your day-to-day life. There are some days that my husband has to help give me a bath. I feel that bad. There are days where I can literally not get out of bed. So I just lay in bed because I hurt so bad. On really bad high pressure days, I can't even lay down because every time I do, I throw up. I mean, it's horrible. The constant ringing in the ears. I mean, like I said, I would not wish this on anybody. But I wish the people who didn't understand it, and don't want to understand it for that matter, I wish they could experience this for just a day. Because I think, that would open their eyes to what we're really going through. But anyway, be sure to like my video, shoot me any comments if you have them, and I will see you next time. Bye.